Hi, I'm Josh with Rely Technology Group. Today I want to show you just a few of the ways you could benefit from having a lighting control system like this one installed in your own home. This system in particular is the Lutron RadioRA2 system, and it has a lot of advantages and benefits as opposed to other lighting systems out there that are like it. One of the advantages is I'm controlling the system with my iPhone wirelessly. You can also control it with an iPad from anywhere in the home or even away from the home with internet access. What I'm going to do is just go through a couple of scenes, lighting scenes or presets that the customer has selected in this home and explain what each one does to give you a better idea of what lighting control means. First, they have a scene called All On, which is this current scene. All of the lights in the great room, the kitchen, and the dining area have gone up. Not actually 100%, they're all only turned up to 90%. Now there's two reasons we've done that. One is to save energy, because even 10% of the lighting can save money on your electricity bill. But also, these bulbs are going to last twice as long just because they're dimmed 10%. It can make that big of a difference. So if the customer comes home with a bag of groceries and they just have to hit one button, this is what they'll be met with when they walk in. They don't have to walk into a dark house. The next scene is called Cook. As you can see, this focus shifts into the kitchen because they're going to be preparing food and they need the counters lit up really well. The lights in the living room have not changed because maybe someone's in here watching TV, but they need the lights on in the kitchen now to cook. Someone else is going in there. So these lights are untouched and the kitchen takes the focus now. The next scene is called Dine. As you can see, the lights in the great room dim because they're probably not spending time in here anymore, but this focus has shifted from the kitchen to the dining area. The chandelier has now gone up to 90%, like the others, and this area is dimmed. The kitchen is still on a little bit because they might still need to go in and get some food or silverware or something like that, but the focus is mainly shifted to the dining area. The next scene is called Entertain. The customer might use this if they're having a party or having people over. The lights in the great room have gone back up to 90%, or almost all on, and the focus has shifted to this living space now instead of the kitchen and the dining area. The lights are still on in the kitchen and the dining area because people might need to go in to get food or drinks or things like that, but mainly they're going to be spending time in here. In some houses, customers will use this type of scene to also turn lights off in other areas of the house, like bedrooms, where they don't want guests going, and shift the focus to hallways and living spaces, places like that where they aren't, where they're allowed to go. The next scene is called Relax. The customer is done in the kitchen and the dining room, they're not eating anymore, they're cleaned up, and they're going to be spending some time watching a movie or reading a book in the living area, and so that's what this scene does. Now, this couple in particular who lives here wanted a scene called Counter or Bar that focuses on the bar area. This is because it might just be the two of them eating dinner together many times, and so they want the lights up in the great room a little bit because they're going to have the TV on or something like that, but the main focus is now over the counter area where they'll be eating. There's still a little bit of light in the kitchen so they can still get some things, but that's the main focus now, is the counter area. The last scene is called All Off, which we started with actually, which simply turned all the lights completely off to 0. Next, I'm going to show you what the keypads and switches actually look like and explain a little bit more about how the system actually works. Here are some dimmers, switches, and a keypad. This is a standard 7-button keypad, and on it is labeled each of the scenes that I went through with you earlier. All On, Cook, Dine, Entertain, and so on. The keypad is also backlit so that if you come in at night and all the lights are off, you'll still easily be able to read it to push the button to get the scene that you want. These switches and dimmers are controlled by the keypad individually here and in other areas of the house to go to different levels so that when you press a button, each one changes and you get the scene that you want. The great thing about this system, as opposed to other lighting control systems, is that it's wireless. So all you have to do in an existing house, for example, is replace the switches you already have with these, and then you've got a lighting control system. It's just that simple. This also means that the system is expandable very easily. So this client, for instance, just installed it in their living room, their dining room, and their kitchen, and they're going to add it to bedrooms and the basement and the office and the other areas like that later on as they go. And all they have to do is add a dimmer at a time. It's really simple. Now, this video didn't show all of what the system is capable of doing. We just scratched the surface of all the ways that a lighting control system can benefit you. So if you're interested at all, give us a call. All of our info is on our website, and we look forward to talking to you. Thanks.